It's bonus, jackpot, a young kid. So as they draw him up, the brothers saw. They saw. So instead of going to defend, instead of the filial ties coming in to say, no, we made a mistake, he's our brother, the Quran says, وَشَرَوْهُ بِثَمَنٍ بَخْسٍ دَرَاهِمَ مَعْدُودَ. They sold him for insignificant little coins. So Yusuf alayhi salam, the son of Yaqub, the grandson of Ishaq, the great-grandson of the Khalil of the Dhul Arsh al-Majid, is now a slave being transported to the land of the pharaohs. And there they parade him in the slave market, and one of the nobles of Egypt decides to purchase him on the condition أن ينفعنا أو نتخذه ولدا, that he will either benefit us or we will adopt him as a son. Now I want you to think with me carefully. Yusuf comes from a decent family, a prophetic family, and he lives in an environment where he's surrounded with people of faith. But all of a sudden now, he is taken from his homeland to a new land in which he is the absolute minority. One Muslim amidst the land of the pharaohs. Normally, you behave because people watch you. You know, uncle sees, auntie sees. If they see you smoking, they say, Aib, you know, haram alayk, what are you doing, kid? You know, ihtarim nafsak, behave a little bit, what are you doing? If they see you dressing funny, they go, you know, a bit of shame. If they see you talking to the opposite gender in a strange way, someone chastises you, someone gives you the looks, someone gives you the stares, someone goes, you know, what are you doing? And you do things out of the shame of people. What will they say? What will uncle say? But now uncle's not there. Aunt, he's away. Second, he's away from mom and dad. To teach, to counsel, to advise, to gauge, to monitor, to adjust. Alone in another land. There are similarities in his life and in yours. You've come out of the land of your forefathers to a new land you're calling home. The same scrutiny that would have been back in the traditional homeland isn't available here. So it becomes easy to slip under the radar and try to do a haram here and a wrong there. And then Yusuf alayhi salam, on top of these challenges, is a slave. You know, sometimes you don't do wrong things because you say it doesn't suit my character. I'm a prince. How can I do that? Yusuf is a slave. Do you understand? Self-respect should have been killed. Boy, do this. Kid, do this. Do you understand? The master sleeps up there and you are there in the barn. It should have damaged him psychologically. But instead, Yusuf alayhi salam grows up as an awesome individual. And let's take it further. Here's the next problem. Beauty out of this world. You know, you get beauty, they call it head turners. Have you seen those? No one's nodding on this one. You know the type the person walks in and you go like that? Don't. But I'm explaining the point. Yusuf wasn't a head turner. You want to see beauty? Watch. So there's a room full of ladies sitting, reclining on cushions. There's a fruit in each person's hand and a knife to peel it. So Yusuf enters. Alayhi afdal as-salatu wa atammu taslim. The Quran says, listen. فَلَمَّا رَأَيْنَهُ أَكْبَرْنَهُ فقطعن أيديهن وقلن حاش لله ما هذا بشرا. And when he entered the room, they look at him like, mesmerized by him, hypnotized, beglued, enchanted. They're stuck at the face of Yusuf, Subhan al-Khaliq. And they're cutting the fruit, and the fruit finishes, and they cut their hands, and they can't feel it. Do you see beauty so hypnotizing? Yusuf alayhi salam has got this other challenge on top. And then, to make matters worse, the lady, the master of the household, has fallen for him. You know, the neighbor's girl could like you. You come home, you're safe. If you want to be. You know, here it's the master of the household. If he disobeys, it's a calamity. If he obeys, Allah's unhappy. Do you see the challenges? And look at what happens to the story. The Quran says, she asks him to enter a room, وَغَلَّقَتِ الْأَبْوَابِ, and locked the doors, وَقَالَتْ هَيْتَ لَكَ, and said, here for you. And don't think Yusuf doesn't have feelings. The Quran says, وَهَمَّتْ بِهِ وَهَمَّ بِهَا. She had an inclination, a passion, desire towards him, and these feelings are going in the heart of Yusuf. And لَوْلَا أَرَّآ بُرْهَانَ رَبِّهِ, had he not seen the sign of his Lord, he would have faltered. Do you see? So he says, Astaghfirullah, and moves towards the door, and out of a miracle of prophethood, the lock opens. So he wants to come out, and she grabs the collar, and as he pulls, the shirt tears from the back. I want to stop here a second. For a lady, a noble woman, who is the wife of a noble of the Aziz of Misr, this is not your girl on the street. She's high class. For her to come to that physically aggressive status where she's trying to tear the guy's shirt to grab him means she's already tried all the steps that lead to that. She's already batted her eyelids. She's already done the giggle. She's already stood by the door and, you know. But Yusuf is Yusuf, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.